Hello my beautiful hammerheads and welcome back to another Black Library review part 30. The House of Moons, written by Jeremy Lambert. So first of all, I'm sorry, but my whole respiratory system is inflamed, so there will be no narration at the end of this short story because somehow it's Elves Week 2022 and yeah, that's a thing apparently. So please bear with me until I'm fully healed again. So House of Moons is a Lumineth Realm Lord short story, and it's set, of course, in Haish itself, so the realm of light. The main character of the story is a Lord Regent named Velithor, and he is kinda depressed. He's a coward, and it's kinda great to see that these larger than life heroes and villains have more than just their I'm such a great fighter or something like that. And he uses his Aether Quartz reserves to calm his mind so he can go back to sleep, so he can vanquish his fears when he's in a fight with enemies. And he is in a position right now. He has to defend a small gap in the mountains. And no one wants to do this because it is one of the least prestigious jobs you can have as a Lord Regent. It's easily defended, there's only one way, it's basically the movie 300, and of course I know there is more behind the movie, but it's basically that the small fort is only defended by our Lord Regent, some sentinels, wardens, and some Huracan wind chargers. But one night, when he tries to sleep, he goes and grabs his Aether Quartz reserves just so his mind stops telling him that he's a coward and that he is a failure. Of course, their position has to be attacked by a force of disciples of Tzeentch. And there are so many of them, basically all demons under Magister of Tzeentch with his disc, and they're just overwhelming every Lumineth. So Velithor and his light courser are the fastest ones around, so he has to abandon his position. He has to leave everyone else to die there just to warn a nearby lodge of fire slayers. And I love this part because this is one of the few occasions in which we have female fire slayers, and it's the Auric Rune Mother, the Fire Queen Magdrem. I love her. As soon as Velithor is there, there is a discussion that a few decades ago the Fire Slayers already had a pact with the Lumineth and Velithor's predecessor that they are going to help defend their position against, again, the disciples of Tzeentch. There was a dispute, blah blah blah, the Fire Slayers did not get paid, and now they are like, okay, why should I do this? Why should I endanger all my people just to help you? And the discussion is, well, for a short story, not as intricate as I would hoped, because there is the first half is basically just fighting Lumineth versus demons. Then there is the short discussion period, and then there is the fighting with fire slayers against demons. For the timeline, there isn't really much said about it, so it can be anywhere before or after the Broken Realms, I don't know. Apparently it doesn't matter for this because there are no hidden gems for lore reasons. There are no repercussions for the greater good for the lore. And yeah, it's just an enjoyable read if you are into Lumineth Realm Lords and Fire Slayers. So from my scale from burn it to devour it, I say read it if you are a Lumineth Realm Lords and Fire Slayer fan. Otherwise, you can just skip this. It's also a little bit more expensive than the usual short story. So the usual short story is for 350 euros or your regional equivalent, and this one was 4 euros. But it is slightly longer. For me personally, as there is so much fighting in it, it's not as good as it could have been. So these are 6 out of 10 ether quad stones. But what are your thoughts about these short stories? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, do all the YouTube stuff because hitting buttons is fun. Have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic. Stay hydrated. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!